said. Work said.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
Fun fact, Killers of the Flower Moon is the first Scorsese film that I've ever seen in theaters. So yeah, so seeing this film was a very big deal for me. Anyway, Killers of the Flower Moon was a really good film. Will I say it's the best film of the year or even my favorite film of the year? No, there have been a lot of great films this year that can be the #1 spot on my top 10 list, but I can tell you that Killers of the Flower Moon is definitely in the top 10. Being a history buff, watching a film based on a true story is always fascinating. But to make the film truly compelling, you have to make a compelling narrative to go along with a true story. With Killers of the Flower Moon, it does that fact very well. Some of the aspects I enjoyed in the film will be the performances, the score, and the cinematography. Starting off, the performances were very good. I feel everyone does a good job with their roles. De Niro, DiCaprio, and Gladstone do a good job with their roles and really gave convincing performances in their certain scenes. They all had very good chemistry as well. I'll even say even the side characters do well. I'd say the one person whose performance was a bit was Brendan Fraser. I liked his role in the film, but his performance was a bit too campy. Like, you idiot's a boy. It was like, he certainly stood out from everyone else. Secondly, the score of the film was a big standout. Robbie Robertson, who's worked with Scorsese before, did a great job with making the score a mix of classics 1920s music and traditional indigenous music. It really gives the film an authentic feel to really get the viewer in the film's time period, that being the 20s. Making the score more authentic to that time period really gets the viewer into that realm, and it gives the film a sort of identity to it with its score. And lastly, the cinematography does a good job of being a visual tool for the film. Some of the shots do a good job of just conveying a message with no spoken dialogue. Add the fact that the shots just come out beautifully. A lot of establishing and scenery shots are really well done. I think one of my favorite shots of the film is the last shot of the film while it's fading to black. I think that's a very symbolic way, especially the context of the scene. No spoilers, of course, but I feel like that's probably my favorite shot in the entire film. And the second one would have to be when the people were dancing with the oil. That one was a good one too. But to be honest with you, there are two aspects in the film that I feel are the weakest. I'd say it'd be the writing and the runtime. The writing of Killers of the Flower Moon I felt wasn't at all terrible, but had its moments where it's a bit clunky with some of its dialogues and moments in the plot where it just seems like things are happening just because the script said so. Like, hey, we got to get to this plot line because script line 32 on page 68 said we have to get to that. So it is a little bit to keep in hold of, but that's a lot of Scorsese's films. You have to really be on top of things just to really get what's going on. And the runtime. Okay, now I know the team defended the runtime of 3 hours and 26 minutes, and I can agree that if you use the runtime well, you can really make a story where it doesn't even feel like it's long. But Killers of the Flower Moon definitely does feel that runtime, every single bit of it. There's maybe about 15 to 20 minutes that could have been cut out to shorten the film. I feel the story would have kept its original pace with a bit of fat trimming on the runtime. Like, I'm not saying the film's runtime is its most negative aspect, nor far from it, I'd say. I just think that that can be a big deterrent for people who may not want to see it, especially with more and more options coming out that are less long than Killers of the Flower Moon. But that's just me. Killers of the Flower Moon was released on October 20th, 2023 on a budget of $200 million. As of this review, the film has grossed $120.7 million so far in its box office run. Overall, Killers of the Flower Moon is a good film. While it may not be for everyone, I'd still give it a shot in theaters if you're not able to see it in theaters. Get it when it becomes available on digital. It's one of the best, or I'd say probably it's better than The Irishman for Scorsese. And I'll give Killers of the Flower Moon a final grade of an A. So let me know down in the comments below, did you see Killers of the Flower Moon? And what's your favorite Scorsese film? And what has been some of your favorite films of 2023? Until next time, this has been Mac from Mac Reviews, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.